Hey yo, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to Jets. Today we are going to be doing a fantasy draft. Twist is we can only draft players that are from the conference, the SEC conference, okay? So, I don't know why I'm using the Jets. I don't know, they're my favorite team, obviously, duh. But I mean, they're from New York and the SEC South, so I don't know. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm just going to show you my first pick because I don't want to show you like every single pick because that would be a long video. You can either pick Von Miller or Julio Jones, both from the SEC. I guess I should draft Von Miller because he's the best available player. Alright, so I'm finished drafting my team full of SEC players, knowing that I can only draft SEC players. Now, this team is an 85 overall. It's kind of mediocre, but not really. It's pretty good. I do have a bunch of, I guess, I don't know, players that aren't too good, like for quarterback, middle linebacker. They're pretty good, but not too good. But, yeah, I guess let's get in. I'd mostly drafted O-linemen first because, you know, O-linemen aren't really easy to come by because they always go up first, so I kind of drafted them early. And some players that you see aren't from the SEC because there's like 50, 40 something rounds in the draft, and I just didn't feel like doing them all. But I drafted all the way up to like 38, 37 rounds. So yeah, I guess let's see what our team looks like. We're coming in at quarterback. We have Ryan Tannehill. I drafted him, I don't know what round, I drafted him pretty late because I forgot. Matt Stafford and Cam Newton were on the board for a while, but yeah, I just didn't pick him up because I don't know why. And then we have Chase Daniel from Missouri, and he's from A&M, and then he's just, I don't know, shouldn't be on the team. Coming at running back, we have Mark Ingram out of Alabama, Kenyon Drake out of Alabama, and Alex Collins out of Arkansas. Didn't draft him. Fullback, we have Jacob Johnson from Tennessee. I even got a fullback, yes. We have, starting off, Julio Jones. I'm pretty sure y'all saw me draft this guy out of Alabama. AJ Green out of Georgia. Jarius Wright out of Arkansas. AJ Brown out of Ole Miss. Antonio Callaway out of Florida. And Robert Foster out of Alabama. Coming at tight end, we have Jason Witten out of Tennessee, Foster Monroe out of LSU, and I did not draft these people. Now, we have a pretty stacked O-line. We have, coming in at cornerback, left tackle, Andrew Whitworth from LSU. Coming at left guard, we have Raymond Foster out of Tennessee. Coming at center, Marquise Pouncey from Florida. Right guard, Tria Turner from LSU. Right tackle, Joanne James from Tennessee, and then they drafted the guy from no college for me. So I guess I could just change his college to like LSU or something. I don't know. When I left in Michael Bennett out of Texas A&M, and I did not draft these people. Right in, we have Dietrich Wise Jr. coming out of Arkansas, and this guy didn't draft. Coming out of, at defensive tackle, we have Geno Atkins from Georgia, very good pick. We have Corey Peters out of Kentucky, Mitchell Lowen out of Arkansas. Okay, so I actually didn't draft these people, but they're both from the SEC, so that's good, and I didn't draft him. But coming out left outside linebacker, Von Miller from A&M, Texas A&M. Coming out of middle linebacker, Wesley Woodyard from Kentucky, and then these people, of course, I didn't draft. If I don't show them, I don't draft them, just for clarification. Right outside linebacker, Thomas Davis Sr. from Georgia, and then these people, well, okay, I'm just going to stop showing them if I didn't draft them. Now, quarterback, we have Tre'Davious White out of LSU, Jonathan Joseph out of South Carolina, Captain Merlin from South Carolina, and EJ Gaines from Missouri. And Duke Dawson Jr. from Florida. Coming at full safety, we have Mike Edwards and Steven Terrell from Kentucky and A&M. And coming in at strong safety, we have Tyrann Mathieu and Eric Reed. I might switch Eric Reed over to full safety. It's probably what I'm going to do. I'll tell y'all what changes I make. Coming out kicker, we have Josh Lambo from Texas A&M. And punter from, we have Michael Pollardy from Tennessee. So, I'll show you how we did in the season. Alright, so my prediction for this team, I didn't quite say at the beginning, but we are currently at week 15, so I guess I should say that right now. I'm thinking that we're going to finish 10-6 and win in our division, maybe? I don't know, I want to see. I think we're going to not clinch. I think we're not going to get a first round bye. I don't think so. I guess I shouldn't have swim to the playoffs, but yeah. And okay, so we obviously didn't make it to the playoffs. We were that bad. We were 9-7. We weren't actually bad. As you see the schedule, playoff schedule, I guess. Well, let's see sort of how we did. I guess I should go to team schedule. So, oh no, I don't want to go to the Lions schedule. Regular season, so we lost to the Bills, we beat the Browns, smoked the Patriots, which I always like to see. We lost to the Eagles, we beat the Cowboys, we lost to the Patriots again, we beat the Jaguars, we beat the Dolphins, we lost to the Giants, we beat the Redskins, we lost to the Raiders, Bengals, we beat the Dolphins again, lost to the Ravens, lost to the Steelers, and we beat the Bills. Now I guess I was close, was 10-6. How was the, I guess I should say, NFL standings look like? NFL. So the Bills actually had their best record in the league, followed by the Rams, Bears, Saints, Bengals. This is crazy whenever you restart the league in a fantasy draft, but we can only draft players from the SEC. Remember that. Ravens, Titans, Redskins, Patriots, Colts, Vikings, Seahawks, and the Raiders. So obviously the Raiders are in the AFC and we're in the AFC, so you know, you could have just gave us like the playoff spot. Means and they had a negative, I don't know, it's crazy. Let's see, the 49ers, you see just the records flying by. I wonder who had the worst record. So the Panthers followed by the Dolphins. So yeah. Alright, so Lamar Jackson led the league in passing. Buffalo must have had a bunch of receivers because Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. I would never see this happening in a real life fantasy or of real life anything. Patrick Mahomes on the Titans, see a bunch of names that are pretty weird. That's Cam Newton right there. Tannehill came in 10th, so that's good. You know, and here's all this. Yeah, so crazy how teams like Aaron Rodgers would probably always come to the top, but he must have not had good receivers like Green Bay, so that's probably a reason why. Coming out rushing guards, Le'Veon Bell had the most, followed by Zeke, Saquon, Alvin, David Johnson, Matt Breida. Okay, so obviously some Josh Jacobs. So we have a bunch of names on here. And as Mark Ingram didn't come too well. Receiving, Calvin Ridley led the league in receiving yards, followed by Damian Amendola and Jarius Wright, who's probably sitting on a practice squad on a team right now, or at least is not getting any play time. Shows up, so you know. Defense. Had the most tackles in the league, Luke Kuechly. I guess it didn't really matter what team he was on. So, I guess let's see. Oh, well, actually, let's see who won the MVP. Not weekly. Gosh. Don't mind my lack of stuff. So, Lamar Jackson ended up winning the MVP. Patrick, Cam, Jacoby Brissett. Ryan Tannehill coming in 5th in the running. So, I guess that's good. Coming in at the AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Lamar Jackson. Do we have any? So the Defensive Player of the Year ended up going to Von Miller, even though he didn't have the most tackles on the team. He did pretty good. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dwayne Hawkins. Ended up starting for the Patriots. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Blake Cashman. Always like to see that. He's actually on the Jets. The best QB, and there's all this other stuff. So yeah, let's see who wins the Super Bowl. The Raiders ended up winning the Super Bowl 24-21. What a close game. Who was on the Raiders actually? Because they were 9-7. They must have had a good bit of players. I think they had Russell Wilson, as I remember from Raiders. So they had Khalil Mack went back to them. Russell Wilson, Trent Williams, Eric Ebron. So they had, I guess, a good bit of players on their team. I don't really see them, like, that's crazy, performing this well. They didn't have a bunch of star-studded people. I mean, we had a better all-lineman. I mean, they were. I guess they just, I don't know. But that's, that will do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you are new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Well, if you like Madden content, Fortnite content on PlayStation, just random gaming content, and challenges, Funko Pop hunting, all kind of other stuff. I don't know. I just do a bunch of stuff. Like this video if you actually like this video. I guess if we get 2 likes on this video, I will post another one. So, and it will either be the AFC, Pac-12, Big 10, Big 12, or any other conference you want me to do. And if you have any suggestions for any creative fantasy drafts I could do, leave them down below, because I want to start doing some fantasy drafts, because I really don't feel like anyone does that in Madden. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and let's get to 2 likes for the next fantasy draft. See you later, and now I gotta go play me some Fortnite.